Hi, welcome to Word Time with Miss Markee. I'm Miss Markee and I'm so glad you're here. Today, our letter sound is another letter that's in the title of our show. Do you have a guess of what it could be? All right, let's see. It is T. And there's a clock there because this is sometimes called the ticking sound. You take your tongue to the top of your mouth and kind of like a ticking sound. So that's why there's a clock there, and I also brought a little clock. This clock doesn't tick anymore, it's broken, but you can see that we have all the numbers on there, and there's a couple numbers that start with that T sound too. We have 12, 2, and 10 all start with T. Another word that starts with T is town. So here's a little drawing of a town, and I see lots of things that start with T. I see a train, and it's going on these tracks through the town. I also see lots of different types of trees all around the town. I see, let's see, what else do we see? I see over here, there are 2 little benches. I see lots of trucks driving, and they have tires. Let's see if we can count all the trucks and cars. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 trucks and cars in this picture. I also see this building has a clock that we just talked about, and the clock tells us the time. And the clock is on the top of this building. And we have some tall buildings and also some little tiny things. There's a tiny little bus stop and a tiny swing. What else do we see? I see on this part of the road turns and the cars go round and round. Oh, I see over here, there's a tent. Kind of looks like a circus tent. Do you see anything else in the picture that starts with T or anything else that looks really cool? There's lots of trees in this town picture, and our town, Springfield, also has lots of trees and other things. Here are some things that we can see in our town, Springfield, that have T. I see the T in this sign for the Springfield Town Library. There's also some tennis courts in town. You might not be able to see them or play on them now, but in the spring and summer, it could be fun to play tennis on the tennis courts. We have the Springfield Recycling Center and Transfer Station, which is where you can take your recycling and your trash. And then this is a little tiny sign for the bike trail in town, which is called the Tunerville Trail. Something that is coming up in our town is Green Up Day. And there's a special contest that you can enter where you can write a song or a tune for Green Up Day. And you can make your own video with your tune and submit that to maybe win the contest. If you need help making a video with your tune, come to SAPA. They have video cameras and other equipment that you might need. The deadline is April 1st to submit your tune to the contest. Being involved in the Green Up Day is a great way to be involved in your town community and help clean up the trails and other spaces around town.
We need to keep up clean. You know what I mean. If you are a human being, maybe you have seen. Let me set the scene, yo. Loosen in the water. That's no good for fish or order, because the water oughta be fresh and clear, and the land must be fruitful. The air clean to suit ya, breathing every minute, every day. And that is why I say, we gotta make a stitch in the nick of time, a suture, to guarantee our future for our sons and our daughters, and their sons and daughters. So even though it might seem cute to put on a spacesuit and migrate to a new place, you must be resolute. This is a do or die race. Keep the oil in the ground so our coastal cities don't drown. Our beautiful forests are burning down. In for a penny, in for a pound. So do yourself, clean up this town, because it's time to slow down.
The book I wanted to show you today is called Tap the Magic Tree. It is by Christy Matheson, and it says turn the page to make a change. So I'll show you some of the cool pages in this book. So Tap the Magic Tree. So this book gives us some directions. It says there's magic in this bare brown tree. Tap it once, turn the page to see. Tap the tree and turn the page. And we can see a little leaf is growing. Tap again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then as we look through the pages of the book, the tree gets more leaves and it goes through the changes of the seasons. Now we see some flowers on there. Oh, now it has some apples growing on the tree branches. On this page it says to knock on the trunk of the tree. The trunk is down here. Knock, then stop. And we see the leaves are changing colors. And then snow comes. And as we get to the end of the book, it says close your eyes and count to 10. All right, so here we go. We're going to close our eyes, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn the page. Magic, it begins again. So we are back to where it started with the tree. It just had a couple leaves at the beginning of spring. Then it will get all its leaves, lose its leaves, snow will come, and then it starts all over again with the cycle of the seasons. So that is a cool book if you want to check that out. You can find books like this and other books about trees and seasons and towns and everything, anything else you might want at the Springfield Town Library. In our book that we just looked at, one of the pages talked about a tree trunk. So I have a picture here of some tree trunks. It's that part that's really big at the bottom of the tree. But trunk can also have some different meanings. It can mean trunk like the back of a car. You might be familiar with that from when we do trunk or treat. That is something our town does for Halloween, where people decorate the back of their car, the trunk, and give out treats for Halloween. And there's not a picture of this, but also elephants have a trunk. Their long nose that comes down is called a trunk too. So trunk can mean a few different things. Hi there, Phoneme. Thanks for joining us today. Do you know what our letter for today was? Okay, let's tell Phoneme. Our letter for today was letter T. Yeah, we call it the ticking sound. Yeah. It's like when you look at a clock to tell the time, and it makes that little tick, tick, tick sound. Yeah. We also talked about our town and things to do around our town. and lots of things about trees. We have lots of trees in our town. We even have a tree right here by us. Yeah. So we hope all our friends out there can go explore around the town and maybe find some more things that start with T. And we also wanted to say a special hello to our friend of the show, Tygan, whose name starts with T. He's been in a couple episodes, and we know he's watching, and his name starts with T. Maybe you know someone else that starts with T, too. Thanks everyone for watching, and don't forget to follow Talking is Teaching in Springfield, Vermont on Facebook. We'll see you next time. Bye.